My 37F family are refusing to attend my wedding because of my husband's age, 60 meters. On New Year's Eve, I got engaged to my longtime partner, and I was excited to start planning my wedding. I announced to my family we were getting married, hoping I would get the same excitement that they gave my sister and her husband when they got married. 26F and 30 meters at the time. 39F and 43 meters now. I didn't. I got yelled at by my mother. 66F, who told me she thought it was just a phase, even though we've been together for 6 years now. My entire family seems so disappointed in me for marrying a predator, even though there's no power imbalance in our relationship. We met when I was in my 30s and in a regular environment to meet people. I didn't think of him as some silver fox, and he didn't think of me as a trophy wife. My father, sister, aunts, grandparents, etc., all tried to stay more in the background, but I could tell they agreed with my mother. I can admit you can tell we have an age gap. I take good care of my appearance and wear makeup and nice clothes often, and have been told I can pass for 10 years younger. And my partner is graying and has some wrinkles. However, still looks younger than his age. I also found out during our relationship family members have been describing me as in my 30s to friends of theirs instead of mentioning my actual age, but refer to my husband as his age. I assume in an effort to suggest the age gap is bigger than it is. Anyhow, my family is now saying they will not be attending the wedding if I decide to marry him, and claim they won't comfort me when I come crying back to them when I get older and my husband realizes I'm not as young as I used to be. They say he's taking advantage of his position over me. Have I mentioned my sister's husband was her boss at the time and they went on their first date because he threatened to fire her if she didn't go out with him? At this point I don't know how to feel. I don't even know if I want them to come anymore. But at the same time they're my family. And I don't know if this is just the start of them leaving my life altogether. I want to see my nieces grow up and graduate high school and college. I want to be invited to family events. And I want to spend time with my older relatives before it's too late. I don't know what I want, but I feel like I can't make my family understand my partner and I's relationship. I refuse to leave him. He's the man that I want to spend my life with, but I don't know if I can do that and keep a relationship with my family. TLDR. I'm marrying a man that's over 20 years older than me, and my family are refusing to attend the wedding. Assuming this post is real, I find it odd that your entire family wants to cut you off. Either they are really toxic and this is one of many controlling and manipulative things they have done, or they are seeing real red flags that you refuse to acknowledge. I mean, it's a big age gap. You are technically in your 30s. He's going to be a senior soon. It's possible that they are worried that you will be caring for him and you will come to them for help, a place to stay, money. It's not unreasonable for them to say that they won't be caring for him or supporting either of you. Does your fiancé have a retirement plan that isn't you? Have you talked about what happens when he retires in the next couple of years? Do his kids get along with you? Is the division of labor, finances fair? It's interesting that he hasn't managed to charm a single person in your family over the last 6 years. Is the age thing the only thing? What was the regular environment you met in? Most people would just say, we met through friends, or through an app. Did you meet at work? Maybe they are wrong about him. But abusive relationships tend to thrive on the us against the world dynamic. If he's who you want to be with and you've given their concerns a thorough examination, you are a grown woman. You can marry whomever you want. Maybe he'll even outlive your siblings' partners. Wishing you all the best. They say he's taking advantage of his position over me. What position is that? You're an adult. You can marry whoever you want. That said, remember that your future husband is nearing retirement and will need care soon. Get a full record of his financials and make sure he's not relying on you to fund his retirement. Your life is worth more than some man's retirement plan. At the end of the day, you're probably making a mistake, but it is your mistake to make. You're 37. Can reliably be trusted to keep your own counsel. This issue of him having a position of power over you, what's the deal there? You say they're claiming your husband is taking advantage of his position over you. What is that position, might I ask? That's their prerogative. You're gonna do it anyway. So do it without them. Did they also say you can't be around them for family events? Even going alone? Get married shipboard on a cruise. That's wedding and honeymoon in one. Live your best life. Ask for a full accounting of hubby's assets because it is not inconceivable he will need nursing care if he ever develops a neurodegenerative disease. My husband is 14 years older and in a nursing home for Alzheimer's. Home caregiving is extremely hard. Congrats and best wishes. We're missing a big chunk of info here. The entire family doesn't disown the daughter BC of an age gap. Something's fishy. You seem to be trying to demonize your family at every turn. Your family describes you as in your 30s because you are literally in your 30s. I'm not saying I agree with them or know enough about them. But you seem to be looking only at their negative qualities while only focusing on the positive qualities of your fiancé. Your family is concerned. Maybe at least hear them out and consider what they have to say. They are kinda right about the age gap. You may end up taking care of him. Do they have any bullet points of what exactly your fiancé has done wrong? Aside from just being older? As somebody just turned 40, it is absolutely insane to me to spend like prime years of your life essentially being a caretaker. I mean, sure, he's 60 and spry now, but people do a lot of aging between 60 and 70 and 70 and 80. So 20 years from now you're still going to be relatively the same place physically and mentally, and you're going to have an elderly husband you're going to have to take care of. When every one of your loved ones is telling you you're making a mistake, you really should take off your rose-tinted glasses and listen. In 10 years this man will be 70, yes 70. Wake up for FFS. So what's going to happen to you on 10-15 years when you're facing the possibility of putting him in assisted living? Also, I call unreliable narrator. There's definitely some major details missing that you've intentionally left out. It is weird to marry an old man. I'm not surprised they don't support it. Congrats op. My only concern with the huge age gap like this is when your partner gets old and sick. Would you be okay to be his primary caregiver on your 50s while looking after your children? Possibly grandchildren as well. Also, who will take care of you when you get old and sick? Definitely not your partner. Think long and hard. Right now it's okay BC, both of you are healthy. But your partner is close to his senior years. As a healthcare worker, I've seen this dynamics before where the older partner is super sick and the younger partner is burnt out from taking care of her senior husband plus her children and grandchildren. I definitely want to enjoy my retirement years and not trapped taking care of my old sick husband. Your family does not have to support anything they don't want to. They obviously see this relationship as gross and ridiculous, so why on earth would they want to celebrate it with you? If you want to marry this man, have a great time. I hope you get the wedding you want. But you cannot force people to accept something that is most often seen as unacceptable. Age gaps can be problematic, But that aside, Reddit hates age gaps. So you're going to get a lot of flack for this post. Hey, my friend was a widow at 32. Her husband was 32. When it's your time, it's your time. Get married. Love hard. Enjoy the time together. Hell, he might not even go first, no one knows. So live this life to the fullest.
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. Epicaricast is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.